Ask this question before you test drive any car. Most people think the first thing they should do at a dealership is take the test drive. That's exactly what the dealership wants, because once you drive the vehicle, once you imagine it sitting in your driveway, once you picture yourself owning it, your negotiating position changes. Psychologists call it the endowment effect. You begin mentally treating something as if it's already yours. And that's when dealerships have the advantage. So before you ever accept the keys, here's one question I want you to ask. If I like this vehicle after the test drive, are you willing to provide me with a written out-the-door price with every fee included that I can take home with me? Ask that question first, not afterwards, before you ever leave the lot. Now watch what happens. Some salespeople will say, sure, great. Now you know they're at least willing to talk numbers. But others, they'll suddenly become uncomfortable. They'll say, we'll worry about that later, or we'll get to the paperwork after the drive. Or my favorite, let's make sure you even like this vehicle first. Sounds reasonable, but think about what's really happening. They're asking you to become emotionally attached, which is exactly what they want. And they want you attached before you know what they're going to charge you. Imagine walking into a furniture store. You pick out a couch. The salesperson says, you can sit on it, take it home for a few hours, fall in love with it, and then we'll tell you the price. Nobody would agree to that, yet people do it with cars every single day, and it's a significantly bigger purchase because dealerships understand something many consumers don't. People negotiate differently after they fall in love with a car. They're willing to stretch their budget, accept higher payments, ignore questionable fees, buy warranties they never planned on buying, all because they don't want to lose the vehicle. And that's exactly why asking about pricing first changes everything. You're flipping the psychology. Instead of you chasing the dealership now has to earn your business. Here's another benefit. If they refuse to give you an out-the-door price before the drive, that's information. It's telling you something about how they intend to conduct the sale. Transparent dealers usually have no problem discussing pricing. And the ones playing games often delay the numbers for as long as possible. Now, does this mean you should never test drive a vehicle? Of course not. The test drive is important. You need to make sure the vehicle fits. You need to evaluate visibility, comfort, ride quality, road noise, braking, steering, and whether the vehicle actually meets your needs. But don't confuse evaluating the product with negotiating the deal. Those are two separate conversations. Here's the order I recommend. Find the vehicle, confirm it's available, ask if they'll provide a written out-the-door price if the vehicle meets your expectations, then take the test drive. Our coaches always negotiate a deal first and then set up a test drive after that out-the-door price is negotiated. So this comes from our expert process. If you love the vehicle, the numbers are already on the table. If you don't, everyone saves time. Simple, professional, no emotional pressure. The dealerships that truly compete on value don't fear this question. The ones relying on surprises, well, they usually will. If you've already watched my video about asking for the written out-the-door price, combine these two questions together. First, ask, will you provide me with a written out-the-door price if I like the vehicle? Then ask, can I have that in writing? These two questions alone will put you ahead of most car buyers before negotiations even begin. If you want someone negotiating with dealerships instead of learning this the hard way, that's exactly what we do. Our car buying coaches negotiate with dealers every single day to help consumers avoid hidden fees, unnecessary add-ons, and high-pressure sales tactics. Our coaches do all the work so you don't have to. Just go to thehomeworkguy.com, click the big red button on the website, and we'll show you exactly how we can help. I'm Kevin Hunter, the Homework Guy. We'll see you the next time.